to the beginning and tell us what happened.
I was coming back from Martinsville, and I noticed a little bite on my arm, and I didn't think anything of it. You know, I was tired, and then really I just didn't feel like I could sleep enough. At Martinsville, in between practices, I went up in the hauler and laid down and went to sleep, and that kind of went away, and I was like, all right, well, don't know what that was, but I'm glad it's gone. And then 2 weeks later, I go to bed on a Monday night. We've been hiking all day. Tuesday morning, I woke up, and my eyes were just kind of double vision. So I went to the doctor, and they didn't know what it was at that time, so I went out to the Mayo Clinic, and they started treating me for different things and kind of shotgun blasted it. Lyme's was one of those things that they treated for. Since then, everything's gone away, so I'm happy that it's gone away. But through that little period, you know, you're kind of like, what's happening here?
Well, because of all the speculation, let's go ahead and set the record straight. Have you at any time in this whole process and all these tests run been specifically told you've been diagnosed with MS, multiple sclerosis?
I've never been diagnosed with that, no, but obviously that's something that takes a long time to go through, and there's no signs pointing to that right now, unfortunately.
What was your biggest concern while you were hospitalized?
Well, I was always worried about how fast am I going to get better. You know, it's never what is it or is it curable. You know, I'm not a very patient person. I was like, all right, next week, you know, next week we'll go get them. Another week goes by, and then you're like, next week, and you just keep wondering, when am I actually going to get better? When is this all going to go away? But during that gradual progression of getting better, that's when you get antsy and kind of wonder what's happening.
Who among those in the racing community were there for you and your family when all this was going on?
I think I got a text message from just about every single person and driver in the sport. That support that I got was unbelievable. And having owners that are behind me the whole time saying, look, whenever you get better, you're better and we'll put you back in the car. They just said, okay, we're going to wait till Chicago. It's a 300-mile race at night. Let's do that, work into this thing easy again, and see how it goes.
Is there ongoing treatment?
I'm still on the antibiotic for the Lyme's disease for 1 more week until Wednesday, and I'll go back in a couple months and get a checkup and make sure everything's okay.
When you won the Daytona 500, your strong will and remarkable faith became very apparent to a lot of people. So with that in mind, tell us why you think all of this happened to you at this point in your life when your career was just about to take off.
Well, to me, it's just to show me what I'm made of. I think if I was defined by winning races or being out of the race car, it would have been a tough year for me, because I would have went to the top of the top and been to the bottom of the bottom. You know, if I was defined by those things, I'd probably be crushed right now, but fortunately I'm not. You know, fortunately I've got something else, and God's always just put a peace in my heart that He's got control of all of it, so I just got to find joy in that all the time, and that's where that undescribable peace comes from.
Final lap, Chicagoland Speedway, Saturday night, off of turn 4. You win this race. What will it be like in Victory Lane?
I'll lose it. I mean, I'd about lose it thinking about it. I mean, that'd be incredible. So we'll see what happens. If it does, it'd be pretty amazing.
And if you're wondering, they shot that over at the drag strip, which is just over there, just a little bit, and great interview, and Doc did a great job. And Trevor, I mean, you see how sincere he is and why everybody loves him, and it's great to have him back.
Yeah, it's great to have him back, and it'd be better knowing that everything's okay and he can continue to further his career. But as he said, he's such a genuine young man, and I'm not sure how many people could handle it the way that Trevor's handled all of this. I mean, as he said, he had all of this, he was on top of the world, and then all of a sudden it's all jerked out from under him, but he's handled it with so much class, and he's just a genuine person that you really like to be around. And I know his parents and his family's really proud of what they see in this young man and handling every type of situation.